Ir dar kartelį, Dievas tėvas atgrėžė savo labiausiai šiurpą keliančių pranašų veidą į Japonijos tautą. Teisti rytų religijas. Matome dar vieną. Matome tuos netikrus dievus, kurie buvo garbinami.
I have seen intensive earthquakes coming to Asia.
Mačiau intensyvius žemės drebėjimus ateinančius į Aziją. Jis puolė man didingą potvynį, kuris šokiruos žemę. Tai bus Cunamis. Kodėl viešpats yra toks piktas ant rytų religijų? Hinduizmas, budizmas, islamas. Visos tos religijos, stabmeldžių religijos. Kas pasako vandenynams, kur sustoti?
The Eastern religions have
Rytų religijos
created tremendous anger in the heart of the Lord.
sukėlė didelį pyktį
And
Dievo
so
širdyje.
this has stirred up the extreme anger of the Lord.
Tai
The Lord showed me a tremendous
parodė
earthquake hits
didingą
the
žemės
ocean,
drebėjimą, kuris smogs
and that
vandenynui.
earthquake stirs up
Ir tas žemės drebėjimas
a huge storm
ir
from the ocean.
sukelia
There's
didelę
going to be a
audrą iš
historic
vandenyno.
tsunami
Bus
touchdown
istorinis
on the earth.
tsunamis, kuris palies žemę.
Again, there is going to be a
Bus
huge tsunami
istorinis didelis
that is going
tsunamis,
to touch the
kuris
ocean,
palies
is going to touch down on the earth.
vandenynas.
The Lord, He has spoken on this day.
Viešpats prakalbo
There is a
šiandieną.
huge tsunami that is
Didelis
coming to kill a
tsunamis
lot of people.
ateina užmušti daugybę
It's
žmonių,
going to touch down on the earth.
palies žemę.
And it's tremendous because I've seen 3 waves of that tsunami.
Mačiau 3
People are
bangas
trying to
to
run
tsunami.
away, but they cannot get away
Žmonės
from
bando
the judgment
pabėgti,
of
bet
the
jie
Lord.
negali pabėgti
Huge
nuo to
storm
Dievo
coming
teismo.
from the ocean. I've seen
Didelė audra
of them
ateina iš
massive.
vandenyno.
coming to destroy the Eastern religions.
Ateina
The Lord is
sunaikinti
using this to
rytų
warn the
religijų.
nations of the earth
Jis pasinaudoja, kad
and the
įspėti
church in
pasaulio tas
particular
ir bažnyčia
to prepare because time is over, time
pasiruošti,
is
nes
out.
laiko nebeliko.
The wedding of the Lamb is at hand.
Dievo avinėlio
prepare in
vestuvės yra
absolute
čia.
holiness.
Pasiruoškite
So the
absoliučiam
Lord is
šventume.
demanding
Viešpats
genuine
reikalauja
repentance.
nuo
When
širdžios
these things
atgailos,
happen,
kai šie dalykai
then you
vyksta.
shall know that the Lord
Jūs turite
God
žinoti, kad
Almighty,
viešpats
He
Dievas
is
gali,
God,
jis yra Dievas,
and that I'm His servant,
ir kad aš esu jo
and
tarnas,
that time is
ir
over.
kad laiko nebeliko.
You should prepare
Jūs
the
turite
way of the
pasiruošti,
Lord.
paruošti
The Messiah is coming in the rapture.
Kristus ateina paėmimui.
And this particular place
Šioje vietoje,
where the judgment of the Lord is coming
kur viešpatės teismas ateina,
is a place
tai yra vieta,
that has a road, a very
Kur
nice
turi-
road
labai gražų kelią.
that runs by the ocean, parallel
Kuris
to
eina
the
paraleliai
shore of the
vandenynui.
ocean. They have a nice highway that is
Turiu
running
gerą tokį greitkelį, kuris eina paraleliai
ocean shore.
vandenyno
That when people are driving, they
Tai
are driving
žmonės-
by the ocean.
vairuoja palei vandenyną.
And even as I spoke that judgment
Ir kai aš prakalbėjau tą
with
teismą
my prophetic tongue
savo pranašišku liežuviu
and pointed at the ocean with my left prophetic finger,
ir nukreipiau į vandenyną savo kairio pranašišku pirštu,
in this dream, this
mes
past
sapne
night,
šią naktį praėjusią,
then the ocean came out
tuomet vandenynas
and I
išsiveržė
saw tremendous waves of fury of the
ir
Lord.
mačiau didingas viešpatės įniršio bangas, viešpatės
I
įniršio
saw that
bangas.
the ocean obeyed the voice of the
Mačiau,
Lord
kai vandenynas pakluso viešpatės balsui
and the ocean failed to stop
ir nesustojo
and the ocean came out.
ir išėjo. Ir kada Japonija neatgailavo nuo stabmeldystės, rytų religijų stabmeldystės, viešpats Jahve, pats viešpats Jahve smogė jiems labai smarkiai.
particular place where
Šioje
the
vietoje,
judgment of the Lord is coming
kur viešpaties teismas
is a
ateina,
place
tai yra vieta,
that has a road, a very
kuri turi
nice road
labai gražų kelią,
that runs by the
kuris
ocean,
eina palei
parallel
vandenyną,
to the
paraleliai
shores of the
vandenynui,
ocean. They have a nice highway
turi labai
that is
gražų
running
greitkelį,
parallel
kuris
to
eina
the
paraleliai
ocean shore. That when people are driving, they are
žmonės
driving by
vairuoja,
the ocean.
jie vairuoja palei
And
vandenyną.
I saw tremendous waves of
Aš
fury
mačiau
of the Lord. I saw that the
įspūdingas
ocean
viešpaties
obeyed
įniršio bangas. Mačiau,
the
kad
voice
vandenynas
of the Lord,
pakluso viešpaties
and
balsui
the ocean failed to stop.
ir nesustojo.
Magnitude. Now we know that's a big number. It was the 5th largest earthquake in history. But you can only really understand the enormity when you see these pictures. An earthquake so strong it literally shifted the Earth's axis by about 25 centimeters. It all started at the epicenter near Sendai, 230 miles northeast of Tokyo. Shockwaves that gave birth to a massive tsunami that started 35 minutes later. Saigai, the Japanese word for disaster.
That tsunami reached 23 feet high in some places, and that wall of water is primarily the cause of a death toll that is in the hundreds, but is certain to rise, with 88,000 people in Japan still unaccounted.
People climbed anything to find safety. The roar of destruction.
The very instant the tsunami struck Ishinomaki, a young man trapped in the frigid, rushing waters clinging to a telephone wire. You're watching this entire neighborhood as it's ripped apart from a victim trapped in the middle of it, capturing it all on his camera.
Istorinis Japonijos cunamis. Pirmo keletos akimirkos, kai viešpaties Jahvės panašų žodį tapo Japonijos realybė.
Tsunami slams the country's northeastern coast.
Pranašystė sakė, kad Žemės drebėjimas tarsi kaip žemės drebėjimas tarsi sumaišys vandenyne, kaip šaukštelis arbatos išmaišo.
And even as I spoke that judgment with my prophetic tongue,
kai aš prakalbau tą teismą savo pranašišku žodžiu ir nukreipiau į vandenyną su savo kairiu pranašišku pirštu, tuomet žemės drebėjimas smogė vandenyną. Matau.
In the ocean, a huge whirlpool forms off the coast, a result of the ocean floor essentially cracking open, the water acting like it would as if a bathtub is draining, potentially sucking everything down to the ocean floor.
80 miles out in the Pacific Ocean,
Taigi matome, kaip tai
and 20
atrodė.
miles down inside the Earth's crust, the Pacific Plate is being forced down underneath Japan.
Taigi matome, kas įvyko su plokštės.
Solid rock twists and cracks. Stresses build up in the system until something snaps.
Istorinio Japonijos žemės drebėjimų ir cunamio vaizdai.
This video shows the water rushing over an 18-foot seawall in Nakamaishi City. The seawall here was the world's deepest and largest, but not enough for the magnitude of the March 11 disaster. In Cunamis, one eyewitness video shows town become sea inside 4 minutes. "15 seconds, road becomes river."
Per 15 sekundžių kelias tampa upe.
"1 minute 20 seconds, a
Minutė
warehouse
20
weighing
sekundžių.
thousands of tons is picked up like a rag doll. "2 minutes, he spots a person in the water. It's a flood of truly biblical proportions.
Jis sako, potvynis biblinėmis proporcijomis. Ir pranašystė sakė, kad žemės drebėjimas pažadint monstrinį cunamį, kuris išeis 3 baisiomis žudančiomis bangomis, įniršio bangomis, 3 gąsdinančiomis, teisingiau būtų sakyti.
And it's tremendous because I've seen 3 waves of that
Čia
tsunami.
The quake unleashes 3 massive tsunami waves that hurtle through the coast of Japan at speeds of up to 500 miles per hour.
He showed me tremendous flood that is going to
Jis
shock
parodė
the
man
earth. It
įspūdingą
will be
potvynį,
historic.
kuris
It will be a
šokiruos
tsunami
žemę.
of its
Tai
own.
bus tsunamis. Ir kai ta diena atėjo, tai išties tapo savo paties klasės tsunamiu. Niekada nematytų tsunamių žemėje prieš tai.
It's a flood of truly biblical proportions.
Tai yra tvanas biblinėmis proporcijomis.
Of the city has been struck, engulfed by this tsunami.
Huge boats are torn from their moorings and tossed into overpasses. Houses are crushed like kindling by the awesome power of the waves.
In Sendai City, a tsunami reached as far as 10 kilometers inland.
It consumes everything in its path.
People started running for their lives.
Ir žmonės pradėjo bėgti dėl savo
Everybody driving
gyvybių.
away.
Dramatic footage has emerged of the Japanese tsunami in March. It shows the moment that waters flood a busy main road and the chaos that ensues.
At that time, I thought I was going to die.
People started running for their lives.
Žmonės pradėjo bėgti dėl savo gyvybės. Šiurpą keliantis visagalio Dievo teismas išpildytas kovo mėnesio 11 dieną 2011 metų, o galingiausių viešpaties Jahvės pranašo Pranašystės visagalio Dievo teismas ištiko Japoniją. Nematytas potvynis. Ir Pranašystė sakė, kad tsunamio bangos susirinks
And I've seen a lot of debris.
And everything is smashed together into a deadly wall of debris that consumes everything in its path.
Tai matome
Off the
šiukšlės
coast of
nuo
Sendai,
nuolaužos.
in northern Japan,
Pažiūrėkite.
a succession of extraordinary waves, some 10 meters high, accelerate towards the shoreline. Striking land, the massive surge turns into a black wall of water, unstoppable by man-made structures. Houses and barns are consumed,
Matome, kiek
vehicles lifted up and
šiukšlių
carried
yra.
away.
Tam tarp jų pastatai, mašinos, bangose tiesiog eina
Despite a tsunami
nuolaužos,
warning,
nuosėdos,
many are
šiukšlės,
caught out.
tsunamio
To the
bangos
right of
viską
screen, some motorists drive
griauna.
away, but others on the highway seem unaware of what's approaching across the field and have little chance of escaping it. Water pours over the elevated section and they become part of the debris.
Ai, sako, štai jie tampa tuo nuolaužų
A
dalimi.
swirling kaleidoscope of broken buildings and floating cars.
Ai.
These images clearly capture the power of the tsunami, but from above it's hard to calculate how many people are caught up in it. Only those on elevated land could possibly avoid it. And as it continued to move further inland, it still had the power to carve its own path and continue to carry tons of wreckage. Even a huge trawler rides inland. In an instant, normal life is invaded by a sea of chaos. Gas and electrical faults caused by the earthquake set off fires. And as the debris is piled high, the flames ride on the water as it presses forwards on its relentless journey of destruction.
Matome nematytą šokiruojantį tsunamio bangų nešamą destrukciją Japonijoje, kur matome šiukšlės nuolaužas, pastatų, automobilių nuošliaužas. Tai yra apokaliptinės scenos.
Right of screen, a vehicle can be seen trying to speed away from the wall of water, but it's trapped. Further right, a dot of a person can be seen trying to outrun the wave. The pictures don't show whether they made it. Early indications suggest this tsunami has taken a heavy toll. So far, authorities say several hundred bodies have been found along the coastline.
Pranašystė sakė, kad Žemės drebėjimas ir Cunamis mažins vandens lygį jūroje, jeigu teisingai supratau.
And even as I spoke that judgment
Kai aš prakalbau tą teismą
with my prophetic tongue
su savo pranašišku liežuviu
and pointed at the ocean with my left
ir nukreipiau
prophetic finger,
mane savo kairiu pranašišku pirštu,
then the earthquake hit the floor of the ocean. I see the earthquake from below that stirs up the water. He also lifted me up, so I was able to see how the sea vomited out, and most of the water came out. So the sea, very little of the sea is left. Little water is left in the sea. Most of it came chasing the people who were from the Eastern religion, the worshiping the gods of Eastern religion.
When the earth ruptured, 250 miles of ocean floor thrust upwards over 3 meters. This displaced 100 billion cubic meters of water in the ocean above.
Water that actually hit the coast will be well in excess of 1 billion, probably 10 billion tons of water. That's a little bit like taking 1 million swimming pools and just emptying them onto the coastal areas of northeast Japan.
God is announcing
Viešpats skelbia atgailą pasaulio tautoms. Tik atgaila išskaistinčius avinėlio vestuvėms. Atgailaukite.